now, and so I've just gotten used to the default settings. The water is obviously a lot of something we're paying a lot of attention to. We're applying a lot of physics to the water to get it top notch. The layered animation system is something else that we're trying to capitalize on, and that is basically an organic set of animation cycles that allow us to layer multiple animations on top of one another. So there's no, in traditional animation, you have frames that have to play out before he can transition into a new animation. With layered animation, you don't have that hindrance, so I can actually layer animations on top of animations, and all of them play in a contextual way versus having to wait for cycles. So it just makes it more believable. The character's a lot more dynamic. He's open to doing a lot more there's a lot more mobile, there's a lot more opportunities to really to show what the team at Naughty Dog can do.
In this part, you balance actually using those successes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so
cool.
What we're trying to do is just silently implement 6-axis control, so it's not something that beats you over the head, but it's something intuitive that people can get. It seems like balancing on a log is a real easy way to do that.
Nice. Nicely done.
And this is, I think you can see, this is very akin to Resident Evil in the way that the gun moves and you're aiming. The cover system is absolutely an homage to Gears of War. We love what they did. We felt it was very functional.
Maybe if you have a chance, you could do a melee thing, and show us sort of how that. Oh.
So essentially, the melee, the way the minigame's working right now is you see those fades. When you see the screen flicker gray, that means that you want to finish him off with a combo. If I miss the timing on that, and it's not going to be so forgiving in the future, you're going to get him either countering the setup to where he's going to put you in a position of compromise, or he's just going to pop you in the mouth. So it's definitely, it's a calculated risk. You want to make sure you can pull it off if you take that. But there's other ways. Obviously, well, one other thing to show you is that, we're working right now with blind fire, which is really cool. If you're in low cover, you're going to fire above your head, customary like Siphon Filter or other games like that. And so here you can see one where he's actually missing the timing.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. Oh, I was owned. That is okay. He's fallible.
It's got to be hard to make like a jungle environment, like graphically.
It is. It's taken a lot of time. Naughty Dog's got a great team of artists, luckily, and with the help of blend shading, we've been able to do a whole lot. But it's definitely an ongoing process just to make it believable.
Right.
A lot of the things that are going in that you haven't seen yet are jointed plants that actually react to you when you walk through the environment. There's going to be a footprints mesh that goes on top of all the foliage and the moss on the rocks.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to just immerse the player more fully in that environment as well. It's interesting because there's about 9 different textures that comprise this texture right here, which is interesting. The other thing we're using quite a lot of is parallax mapping, which allows us to render 3D effects with a 2D texture. And that's another great thing to have in your arsenal when you're trying to convey realism in a 3-dimensional world. Try not to die this time around. Other things that are going in are like, environmental damage, bullet effects, things like that. So that's one there where you see he's actually gained the advantage on you because you didn't hit the melee in time. And that's, if you can tell, an immediate 1 round to KO. So if I would have taken any other damage there, if he would have landed one more punch, I would have been a goner. Another cool thing is our grenades, for instance. We're actually using the 6-axis right now to throw the grenades, so everything is handled through moving the controller.
So you actually throw it by going like that?
You actually, right now, it's actually operating the trajectory of the grenade. So basically, my arc is by this. What we don't want to do is try to encumber the analog targeting. So we're trying to be very respectful of that, but still giving you some control. Interesting. And then
we got it from there before.
Nice.
Well, cool.